Hi, my name's Andrew Gassio and I'm with Impinj, and welcome to my workshop. This is my personal space. It's where I do, tune up cars, work on a couple of old antique tractors that I have, and do woodworking projects. But that's really not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about RFID technologies and some capabilities. I was talking with a business partner recently, and they said one of the challenges they have is that it's impossible to consistently read RFID tags if they're in the format of an identification card, and that identification card is next to your skin like it's in a wallet. And the other thing that they said was a problem was that if you are powering an RFID reader over Ethernet, like I'm doing right here, that the actual power provided through PoE simply doesn't offer enough push to operate the reader at a high enough power point to where you can generate the electromotive force required to turn on the actual tags themselves. So I'm hoping to disprove both of those here in just a moment. So here's what we have. Took a couple of workbenches that I have. I stuck 2 pieces of scrap plywood that I have to simulate a wall environment. They're 4 feet apart, which is very much what a lot of the fire marshal requirements are for a hallway or an entrance or egress point. And let's see, the Impinj xPortals, if you haven't seen those, check them out on impinj.com. Take a look at the products. They weigh 6.5 pounds. So literally 2 screws here, 2 screws here for the mounting, and done. Power over Ethernet. And I have them all going back to a simple off-the-shelf D-Link switch that I use for some of my testing. And then on my computer, I'm using a very simple program called Multireader. Multireader is one of our utilities that we use to test. So kind of here's how it works. When I press Start Inventory, you can see it's reading the 2 cards. They're flashing white. And then if I take them completely out of the picture, they turn red. And when I put them back in, they turn white. So that's kind of how it works. And that way you can kind of watch along as I walk between. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take both of these cards, and I'm going to put them in my back. I'm going to put them in my back pockets, kind of like it's in a wallet, but I'm creating a worst case scenario in that I'm going to go ahead and put them right against my skin. With a wallet, you have a little bit of space, and space is good. By the way, this is an Impinj inlay. This is a UPM dog bone. This is a Monza 4 tag, and this one is NXP GX2, which is actually already in a pre-packaged kind of a demo thing that I picked up at a trade show. But we'll take these, put them in my back pockets, and we'll start our inventory program, and then we're just going to walk through. We'll turn around and we'll walk back through. Okay, we'll press stop. Okay, on this particular read, it looks like we got 51 reads from the Monza silicon and 35 reads from the NXP silicon, about what you would expect. And I'll tell you what, we'll do this one more time, and then for giggles, we'll turn these on the outside this time. And that way, the only difference in thickness that we're getting is the actual, thickness of the plastic. We'll start, we'll walk between, and we'll turn around and we'll walk back. And okay, this time we got 67 reads from sorry for turning my back on you, 67 reads from the Monza silicon, 37 reads from the NXP silicon. So this is kind of a worst case scenario that we've created here, in that I'm putting these right next to my skin. And it's illustrating 2 points. One, that regardless of whether or not you have the latest and greatest technology from Impinj, which offers new performance points and standards which offers new performance points, or if you're using an older technology that doesn't have as high a performance, the reader is capable of reading this in this particular configuration, and it is something that is doable. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to put 1 card here. I'll put 1 card there, and this is an old wallet. I put a handful of credit cards on this side. There used to be some pictures here, but they're someplace else now. Everything's digital now anyway. Got some lunch money in here, and I'll put this in my back pocket. And then we're going to do another read. Okay, we'll walk through. Walk back through. And we got 48 reads from the Monza chip and 18 reads from the NXP chip. But what we want to do is also replicate this and make it really fair. I'm going to take these two guys out and we're going to switch them. So we'll put this one here, this one here, and then we'll redo this test. We started the inventory, walk through, turn around, walk back. Okay, 58 reads from the Monza chip. Tell you what, and no reads from the NXP chip. That's not really fair. Let's try that one more time. We'll walk through a little bit slower this time. We're fudging a little bit. This isn't normal speed, but that's okay. I want to give a really good opportunity for both. Okay. This time we got 116 reads from the Monza silicon and 32 reads from the NXP silicon. And let's take a look at this. The only explanation that I can come up with is when you fold this, there's two things that are going on. One, this card ends up closer to my bottom, if you will, because it's right next to my skin. And the other thing is you actually have more shadowing on top of that because you have all this other stuff that the reflection has to go through for it to actually be received. But here's the point. You can today, with existing technology, have the capability to consistently pick up RFID cards if they're inside a wallet, and also by using power over Ethernet. The key that makes all of this work is the sensitivity that's inside the reader, the capability of the antennas, and then the capability of the silicon to turn on at a lower power point and backscatter that information back there. So new performance standards that are being set by the Impinj silicon make applications like this that were previously thought not capable. Simply, it's something that can be table stakes, something that you can do today, something that's definitely workable. I tell you what, at another time what I'll do is I'll actually take this same approach and I will separate these farther and farther apart. I got to clean up my garage a little bit before I can do this, but I'll create this environment again, and I'll get two things. I'll get the Indy silicon, the dog bone like I have, but I'll also get one of our 3D inlays, which I expect even higher performance out of, and we'll see how those work. So until next time, thanks for watching.